The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go through this downpour in South Florida. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Lion. Let's go.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Harris. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
It's 3rd and 4. Some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Go ahead. Out.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
20 TS. 22. Out.
Tua, gonna give it to Achan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Ready. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
6-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, LA.
First down, Chargers.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. The rookie out of Michigan, Kenneth Grant, working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, run.
Now, Herbert. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
That's another.
It's a big one for the Chargers. 31 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
On
On play action, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 3-yard line.
Set.
Now Herbert again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley, he's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And the decision to bring that out of 4-1. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
At their own 10-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Set.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Conklin goes in motion. On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
a gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Pistol here for Herbert. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. And now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this ball will be down on the other side of midfield. So after 1, it's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's H-Jack. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's 3rd and 2.
44. All right, fellas, listen up.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
1st and 10.
Get set. Out.
On the handoff, this is H-Jack. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ready. Ready, team. Right there. Ready.
Now a first down throw for Tua. Here's a screen set up for Madison. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Go ahead.
H-Jack trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Ready. Ready, team.
One more time, it's H-Jack. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tua. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Oftentimes, you can tell the decision about whether or not a team is going to go for it on 4th down based on what they do on 3rd down, and I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on 3rd and goal to go through the air, and even if you fail, you still got 1 more shot at it, and it results in a touchdown.
The extra point by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On 1st down, Herbert. This pass caught. Right side, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Sanders here for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Dolphins will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Herbert now on 1st down. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throw it. Herbert. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And this will be touched down by a member of the punt team right at the 50-yard line.
Go ahead.
That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's in! Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Davis now to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll be second down. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down.
So this team finds themselves now here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll get this ahead to about the 25-yard line.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll go, and it's Harris. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6. And it keeps the drive going.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Conklin goes in motion. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Herbert now on first down. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the 46.
They face second down and 7. Herbert to the air again. Firing downfield for Conklin. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow. Really, the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And that will lead to a second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Tyler Conklin. And it's going to be third down.
380, run! Set, 380, turn out, back 80, block! Go, go, go! What is it up?
Throwing again, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive, it's A-check. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for A-check. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here is A-check. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Off play action, it's Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Open man, right side. He's got it. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
All right, fellas, listen up.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Go ahead.
2 and out on first down. That's brought in by Darren Waller. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Miami. Here's Tagovailoa. This one caught by Waller. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. From the draw with A-10. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
A gain of 6.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Ready. Wait.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their third quarter lead. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. The return, here comes Davis. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. This drive begins with a run by Harris. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
At the 31, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4.
Go.
They'll go again with Hampton. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Conklin goes in motion. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They try to run for it with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. Able to get the third down conversion.
And anytime you have one of these big backs, this is exactly the spot to use him. Just lower those pads, keep those legs moving. He's able to find just enough of a seam to pick up the first down.
Play action now. It's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set. Hey, go Lions. Set.
They run it over center with Harris. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit.
Dolphins 31, Chargers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Tua, give it to Achan. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Junior Colson on the tackle.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Harris. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. Allen with the connection.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Second and 10.
Set. Set.
On the give, it's Harris. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On third down, here's Harris. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down at the 28. But the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
Cap. Ready.
Herbert now on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready?
Lance. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Come on, set. 50.
Throwing, Lance. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Wait.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Go ahead. Out.
Play action. Tagovailoa. That went out wide to Achane. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down and 9.
Ready, shot.
A shotgun snap for Tua. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Get right here. 22.
A run, and it's Achan. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jim. 22. What's it?
Once again, he is stopped in his tracks. A couple on the play.
A loss of 2 yards.